So now again, like I mentioned, because of her hair and everything, so it's going to be a little bit different. Her head's going to be affected by her hair placement. So, but I'm not propping her, if you notice. So her head's totally off to the side.
So her head is flat on the table.
But her head's like this because of her hair.
Yes.
But I'm not correcting her. I need to teach her system that this wouldn't necessarily be normal. That she'll get a backache. She'll get aches and pains just from her hair if she lets it. Now again, she's just flopped on my table when she goes to bed at night. I don't know if she's got, special pillows.
Also sleeps on the side.
I don't know.
How do you sleep, Evie?
I do sleep on the side.
On the side, yeah.
But still, when you go to roll around in your sleep and you've got something there. They do a swaddle now that looks like a straitjacket with little arms that go around, and they're like to give the womb-like experience. And I'm like, okay, folks, we're out of the womb. Yes.
Oh gosh, you're not contradicting.
What?
Little.
No, I know it works, but that's the problem. If it's working, your baby already has an issue. So you need to work on the baby as soon as they should want to be,
Moving.
Yeah, and be okay with moving. But if they startle and jerk, those are the things that, again, are early warning signs to meet someone like me versus, but they're so much more comfortable. I see, there's one study on flat heads. Now everybody says too that flat heads do not affect cognitive development. And I'm going, I don't know what rock you crawled under, but if you
less space for
think,
your brain to expand when they
well, not only that, but how are you going to roll over? How are you going to go into your developmental milestones if your car's not going to run with an underinflated tire? So how is your body supposed to do it? But I found one helmet study, and it said that kids were left to, if not up to, longer than 24 hours in a car seat. I'm going, folks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you see parents like going from the car, carrying them everywhere in the car seat, and that's all restricting pelvis, right? And head.
Do you see how much slower I am with the movement with you? Now I'm using her hair.
That's a non-mobile baby that they don't know what to do with.
But it's also it can also cause death. It causes death in some kids now because of the breathing. When they suffer.
But not only that, but the breathing will be compromised even in lying down because they've
Your diaphragms.
Yeah, my daughter hated that thing. She screamed every time she was in there. We had to climb the car.
the car seat's there to get you to a place, not.
When there's reflux, often the pediatricians
So you feel that?
recommend they sleep in that position and everything, obviously for that angle, but surely wedges would be better because, as you say, you're in that position.
Just so you
Yeah,
can feel
the
it to the
wedge.
other side.
But have you seen the new, it's by Snuggle, sleep or something therapy. They have it at that angle and they have
That's
and there's
what
wedges around. I like that one. I also use that on my
baby.
baby.
For Gabriella for the first few months.
Yes.
And prop them.
I did for the
because
first
that's
year.
thing, they slide down.
They slide down,
they're like-
and then you can prop underneath the legs.
and around.
Yeah, so I would let his legs go over, but at least it'd be a bit flex rather
Because
than.
obviously in the
There you
NICU
go.
they usually use the top.
Okay.
Sometimes the only way I get Hans to sleep is to put something with a bit of weight on it.
Oh.
Otherwise he has these jerks the whole time and they wake him.
Kayla also likes it when she's like inside of me and I've got my arm, my weight of my arm.
Like I trick him with a pillow or something.
There, do you feel that part where the actually the cranium fluid starts to shift? Do you feel that?
But it's not a heavy, heavy weight.
See, it's not
I do.
Yeah.
I don't use it because of the breathing. I like side up. I sometimes put like a scatter cushion.
Just to feel like it close,
Yeah.
and then remove it.
Now, I'm going to switch this lesson a little bit because I know of her jaw surgery. So, again, if you are working with feeding skills, I'm just going to do a quickie. Let's see how I'm just, same thing, I'm just using the eyes as a guide, but I'm just looking for her water bowl to move. What I'm doing, see how I'm starting to torque the face cavity.
Is that what you call the suction?
So in other words, the rotation goes down on the left and up on the right. So to stay just to the everything. It stimulates balance, counterbalance, chewing, speech.
So the trigeminal nerve is there.
Well, you keep going back to anatomy, which is fine, but you have to look at the functional movement. The nerve is not going to stimulate to do these things. It's the nerve working with the rest of the tissues, which includes the skeletal tissue. But if someone's eyes can't counter and go off, just so, again, I've stayed to the left just for a couple of movements. Now I'm going to go to the right. But now I'm getting the release finally up through the face.
So you just hold it there.
Think of it, it's not so much a hold, but think of it like, you know when the ocean water comes up on the beach and it kind of stays there for a second before it goes back out. So I'm not sitting there rocking a boat. I go like wave and come back.
Oh, yes.
Wave, the trees do it. They don't blow in the wind like this. They blow and then they come back.
You haven't spent enough time on curb jumping. Yeah, the trees just go. The trees pops up. The trees freak out. Yeah.
Well, I'm from cactuses and they don't blow in the wind either.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel the difference in the torque this way than to the other way? So she can hardly torque this way.
So when that happens,
I have to hang out or I do the reverse. So I try like maybe 3 times to see if I get results. If not, then maybe I will go down on the right. There we go. See?
Has it got GPS?
Trigger.
see, because now I can see exactly what your fingers.
Well, that's why I'm gonna.
Yeah.
There we go. Now see the difference.
Yeah.
See, now this would be looking over. See how it's functioned?
Yes.
Can you feel that, Teresa?
Perfect.
There we go.
She did the cool.
See, now I'm still working with that bowl of water, but through the top of the face. But if you have eye contractions, mouth contractions, or the tongue twists, all of these kind of things. But do you see how nice and slow I'm doing it, allowing her time to change, but also to learn from these changes. The learning's going to come when she realizes, oh wow, my left side can look all the way over here, you know, and then if she compares right to left. So.
She did some of the jaw work. So it's sort of
How's that feel?
It's just different, yeah. So I have surgery.
should have done this at the end, at the beginning, because my head's all so.
Yeah, see you. Okay.
You feel better now?
Thanks.
Your face looks totally different though.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good or bad?
See, it looks like she got, no, look, it looks like, no, look at Nikki and it looks like you got a facelift. Do you see it?
Yeah. He's just trying to show you how old I am.
Yeah. But I mean, when you have contractions and you're more like this.
Yeah. And you, don't you?
And I have to get a
So now with Lisa, I'll just do through the jaw. So this is where you can approximate where the jaw hits the actually. All right, I'm going to do her eyes. Do you see her eyes?
Yes,
In
it started-
total
Look at the
spasms.
stimulation.
Are you okay?
Chilling.
It started doing that when you touched the jaw, really. It was fine before that.
What happened?
The whole time I was working on her eyes with like that too.
So I'm going to do the eyes with just the top of the. So what I'm
Does the
looking
baby
to
feel
do,
this too?
to work on a baby?
No,
No,
when you're
the
working on the
pregnant,
mom.
yeah.
Is the baby...
Well, what the baby's going to affect, it's not that I'm working on the baby and so forth, but the way the uterus is integrated into her nervous system, that's what gets affected. So what a lot of people do is the
Is
belly.
he kicking, Lisa?
A little bit, not much.
Because
When
I
he
can
kicks, you
see.
it.
Yeah, he's working
I can
there.
see.
Yeah.
It makes me fall over. Really.
So with your
It was
right
tell
hand,
you.
you are just
What I'm
rotating
doing
your
is I'm rotating, but I'm trying to see if I can somehow affect the nerves and the contractions behind the eyes to see if I can calm down the nystagmus and stuff she's
Yes.
doing.
So where's your focus right now? Where?
Like through the eye.
Through the eye.
That one eye, hey? Not in the center.
Well, both eyes have nystagmus right now.
Yes, but you seem a little bit tilted from my angle, or is it not?
Well, I'm
working on
rotating through the temple
Oh, I see. I
to
can
the
see
left,
that.
but I go rotate down into the jaw.
I have terrible eyesight, is that why?
Whoa, because look at the nystagmus you've got going.
You've got your glasses, eh?
I'm
So
wearing my contacts.
yeah, but when you don't have contacts,
Then I'm bad.
So now I'm going over here.
I'd love to see that's going to stop.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry.
No, you can look in, but I'm just saying.
No pressure. It's over contracting.
Maybe it's the lights.
Ain't no light above you. Must we dim the room?
But still,
Should we dim
again, what you say, there's no light above her. If it's affecting her, then it's her issue, and it is too bright. Let's say for her, that's where you can't say to someone else's nervous system,
what
you
you
should
mean.
be fine with this. Tell that to Johan. He also has
That's
a
what they do
very.
with autistic
you were
children.
nauseous.
Yes, everyone else wasn't, yeah.
So
Autistic kids have so limited functional vision, it's not even funny. And what we expect them to work in, it's very similar to like Alzheimer's. They're just, their vision really shuts down.
And Qigong or meditation, the first part when you're trying to go in or sink in and disconnect, whatever, that also flickers like that. It can.
Should we close the curtain for her? Do you then adjust the
No,
room,
I mean,
or
I'm
you
not
just wait
giving
for
her a full lesson, unfortunately, but
but it's getting better.
It's getting
You
yes.
see, it lessens.
Also on the right
Yes.
side than the left.
We're checking you out, Lisa.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, she's getting a lesson. We all look like a bunch of spiders over her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But she hasn't seen that, so shh.
it's definitely.
Yeah, don't tell everyone. Body's so complex and yet so simple. The energeticals, just opening it up.
Is he kicking?
Yeah, you can see on the left.
Hello, Baba.
Yeah.
Vladimir.
Yeah. Now, so if you were dealing with a child with a flat head, right? So sit more. This is good. This is good because then it'll throw you too much. So when you have the head shape is off, one of the things that happens, see, you can see now. See now the palate floats back, the nasal cavity floats back, and so do the eyes.
Of course, I moved her in.
I know what you moved
No,
her
I
in,
have
but
my
I
pants
want her
off.
to feel what it's like to have more of a flat head.
Okay.
Because
Because that's what-
so she can
Oh,
appreciate.
Sophie's got a flat head.
But
looks
look
like you're
at
doing
what
that.
happens to all
Nice
the
body, yeah.
your topical senses. So your eyesight's off, your hearing is off, your smelling is off, and your taste is off. So you're messing with 5 topical senses and now 2 with touch. In this position now, again, raise your hands up. You know, do you see your hands even? You know what I mean? But if I go like this and say raise your hands up,
Yeah,
see
yeah.
the difference? So when the flat head, it messes with all your 5 senses in a sense, in that way, right? So I want to start working with her head as if her head was, quote, typical. So with this, I'll walk my hands in underneath, and now see I'm cupping my hands a little bit, so see how I'm making it like she's got at the back of the skull. And from this position, I can start working with the head. Now, the head also, when it's flat like this, just this rotation off the spine, the system has never felt this before. Because when they're flat-headed, not only they're back here, but they usually have a crease somewhere along the side, so they have to go up and over that crease. So see how it's a lift off the spine versus that rotation. So I want to come underneath as if they have a nice head shape. You can do this for a small head, flat heads, big heads, tall heads. I mean, just think of, there we go. So see now I'm almost like I'm gliding. I'm walking my hand up. So I'm not sitting here like this trying to rotate. See, that feels more of a rock to her. I'm gliding my hand up. And I'm gliding my hand up. Almost like I'm walking my hands away. Do you feel the difference in that? There we go. So now her head's starting to lengthen and give me some play. This is another thing the kids don't get to do with flat heads, is roll the head this way and roll the head this way. Now again, when I say roll the head, is as if here, if I was going for a whole quadrant vision, even though her eyes are closed, that's fine. And this. One of the things you'll also see with kids that usually have, I hate to say abnormal head shape, but different, is the eyes tend to get fixed. The eyes don't float freely in the head because they're not getting this experience. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. Just that water bowl and just letting them feel. Or again, if I was lightly pouring liquid out of the ear, how gentle that is. Notice my head goes with. Also notice too that I'm not giving a breath attack to Nikki. I'm never here over someone's face. I'm off to the side. You can do it if you're married to each other, but you'll see me go down here like this too and just talk and get nice and close. Spitting on your clients is probably not a good thing. So now I'm right into her, I would say C1 to the skull. So just that little gap underneath the skull. And now I'm just doing a light little rotation there. So it's just, this would be over exaggerated. So I'm just in that light little.
It feels like you're putting the whole spine.
Yep.
It's so nice.
Yeah, as you
So the
can,
rotation
you can
is
see when I
late.
do this work, nobody's jumping off the table after I'm done.
I feel like I'm sitting content.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when you go to the optometrist and they up your script a little
It
bit.
can change your
That's how it
script.
feels.
So
Really?
yeah.
I think it's because your eyes get really bad during pregnancy. Mine do. So you just, I think.
Yeah, the fluid.
Well, is your sugar
Correct,
off a
it
lot
is.
with the pregnancy?
No, but it's
Oh,
a very
'cause-
common thing. That your eyes like. gets
Usually it is
worse.
with the sugar, but
There's also the hormones flowing through the hormones. They say that
Intraocular pressure.
the sinus passages go smaller, and that's where you always get this kind of blurriness, and then you kind of, and then it kind of opens up again. Well, I had that a lot.
When I first got up, it was like, you know, when they put all those different lenses to check.
Yeah.
And then you get all confused and you stand up and you don't actually know what's right anymore. And then gradually it was
came
like,
back.
yeah, I've had my new contacts.
good.
It's weird.
But after the pregnancy, then it comes
So now
back again.
feel,
Yes.
you know, the difference of the head, even back here. shouldn't bother you.
Could you feel them
amazing.
stay?
Yeah.
The-
Isn't that
Nog eens
like
kijken.
REM